Hello everyone, and welcome back to Untamed, Life of a Cougar, and we actually need to move because the killer male is on his way again. But last time we were left with a very tough decision, and I think you guys probably can already see the result. So, we had some disasters last time, and the game registered the death of all of Kira's kittens, and it was very, very traumatic, and very, very bad, and it seems, in the end, she has suffered the same fate as her mother, having only one cub surviving, and that is Luna. So, I'm going to talk as we move, because we really need to go, but you guys voted to allow Luna to survive, and to be the sole survivor of her litter, because her death was a little bit glitched out, and we actually got stuck fighting the killer male, which then turned around and killed Luna, and you guys decided that that wasn't very fair. Unfortunately, however, the others' deaths were much more legitimate, and you guys have decided that we should uphold them. So, we're down to one cub again, and we really need to move, because the killer male is back, and we actually... Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a bit of a risk. I'm going to stop. Why are you running, Luna? Make sure you eat. Okay, I think she's actually already eaten recently, so I'm actually going to grab Luna, and we're just going to run for it, because the killer male is almost here. He's actually coming right up the side of the den that we need to go to, and so we've got to be kind of careful, but I think if we just run and jump off this side, we'll actually be able to carry Luna safely down. Now, the one thing that I did discover that might help us out is that I'm pretty sure telling the cubs to stay actually protects them, because it seems as if it causes the predators to despawn. I noticed that in the meantime here, and that seems to be the case. So that's something we can use to our advantage. I kind of just assumed that they would be vulnerable to predators wherever they are, but it seems that you actually can use that to tell them to stay in one place, and I guess that kind of represents them hiding and being protected. So while that would have been really good to know last episode, unfortunately we can't take back what's been done, and at least we have that knowledge now. So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to book it as fast as we can to the other den and hopefully skirt the killer male in the process. Oh, we need to get across. He's catching up to us. Okay, we need to be very careful here because I do not want a repeat of what happened last episode. That was not a good thing. Okay, that's a deer. We probably could just cross. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and just cross right here. And yeah, it doesn't seem like anything bad is happening. We're able to carry Luna above the water here. Now we should be able to avoid the killer male and just get to the safe den here. That's the other den. We've actually been there before, but we got to go to the further one, and he might try and beat us to the bridge. So there's the bridge there. If we can outrun him, I think we can make it, but we do also need to get food very, very quickly because Luna's getting pretty great. Okay. Oh, fantastic. So, we've got a den here, but we also have wolves. Okay, oh, I didn't ever actually tell her to follow, apparently. So, we're gonna have to deal with this right off the bat. We really need to get to the den, and I think we'll try and do that, but there's also a wolf right there, and so we need to watch him really closely, because if he comes for us, we have to thwart him immediately so that we don't risk losing Luna too. Luna is our last hope here of having any of this litter survive, and if she doesn't make it, then we'll have to completely start from scratch, and I think that'll probably mean this is the beginning of a whole new season. Okay, we took out a wolf. I'm actually going to grab the carcass. I can't grab the carcass. I'm going to run back. Okay, so Luna's still fine. Alright. Will it let us grab the carcass now? The fighting music has stopped. There we go. Alright, let's just run down here real quickly. But yeah, so if Luna ends up dying here, which I certainly hope she will not, then we're gonna have to completely restart, and will actually be the end of the season. And what we'll do then is we'll come back next time, we'll try with Kira again and see if she can have another litter of cubs. And we'll probably put a limit on how many we can have with each cougar. Maybe we'll cap it at like 2 or 3. But because Untamed is a pretty long game, the only time we're gonna have more... No! Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I don't believe this. I don't believe this. We fought so hard to get here, and this is what happens? To a fox, of all things? Alright, we're gonna deal with this rival, because there is a rival on the way. There's still the potential that we could have a second chance here, but the only way it's gonna happen is if we actually end up dying. And this is kind of a pretty rival here. She's got a kind of nice coloration, but you know what? So, I guess what's gonna happen here, we'll run around, we'll look at the potential mates, it seems. Are you still... No, she's running. Okay, so we have a brown cougar here. He's got like that dusty kind of brown coat. We'll look at the potential mates, and there's no way we can consider that death to be illegitimate. I mean, that was perfectly fair. I'd have to go back and watch the footage, but I'm pretty sure what happened was that while we were away, there wasn't a fox there before, I will say that. It either came down from on that hill really fast and we didn't realize it could, or it came... Oh, there's a hunting dog, okay. But it either came down the hill on its own, or we've had... Uh-oh, and the tricky part of this situation is that I don't actually see the hunters. Oh, right there, okay. Oh my goodness, okay, oh, no, why, no. Okay, we gotta chase this guy down. But the tricky part about this is that we gotta make sure we deal with this hunter. Oh, and we're running out of stamina. Alright, I think we can deal with him here. There we go. Now I gotta deal with this guy. That's what happened last time. We actually got stuck on top of... Oh, where? I don't even see him. Okay. Is he across the river? I think he might be across... Oh, he's right across the river. Okay, we gotta swim. Okay, that didn't take long. Okay, there we go. But, and there's more hunting dogs. They're fighting with a rival cougar, it looks like. But, yeah, so the best I can figure is that that fox came down when we didn't see him. And, I mean, that was it. That was how it ended. And, of course, that was a disaster. Okay, you know what? These stupid foxes. I cannot stand them. It looks like two of the rivals are fighting. They actually have the same coloration over there. Or, not rivals, I guess. They're rival males, but they're not our rivals, so I shouldn't refer to them as such, because that's confusing. But this other male back here is, oh, we got an alligator. We got an alligator. He's kind of following us still, but he ran away from the hunting dog, so he doesn't really seem like a very strong option. Okay, that looks like a boar that's running away. Oh, there's another one charging right at us, though. We'll have to take this guy down. And, in keeping with this, what we're gonna do... What? In keeping with this, what we're gonna end up doing is we're not going to, we're not gonna take a mate this episode. We're going to give it the full episode, because if something happens, if we were to die, which obviously we can't try to, we shouldn't be going out of our way to try and get a save reload. But I guess what we do now is we run around and we fight stuff, and if we do happen to die, then we get a second chance, but if not, then that's final, and we've got to start over, and in which case, this will be the last episode of the season, because it would push it way too long to continue on. And so what we'll do is we'll put it on another season break, and we'll come back next time, and obviously we don't really have another option. We don't have an era to continue with at this point, and so we'll have to start over with Kira next season if we don't have something change here. I don't know. I don't know what about these episodes I don't know why things went south so quickly. I don't know why things turned to disaster so fast. I mean, we were doing so well, and then all of a sudden, all at once, everything just fell to pieces. And I don't really know why. I mean, I didn't do anything differently. I've been playing this game the same way I always have. And I think if your cubs, I guess, I thought they would be safe if they were staying, but that's the first time we've had something attack at the den. So I guess that just goes to prove me wrong. Maybe it's only on the journey. I don't know. It's so strange. I thought I'd figured things out, but apparently I hadn't. But it went downhill within the course of 2 episodes. We went from doing great, everyone was alive, to all of a sudden we lost everything. Literally, everyone died in the course of 2 episodes, and despite even us trying to battle the odds against something that was unfair, we still lost Luna in the end. And unless some stroke of unlucky luck occurs, I mean, you gotta be pretty unlucky to die on easy, but at the same time, in a weird way, it would be lucky because it would give us a second chance here. But unless something like that happens, that's it. So I'm gonna continue to run around and just see how the rest of this goes. And I guess we'll figure out when all is said and done, whether or not, there's another boar, but whether or not we get a second chance, or whether this is it and we have to start over. There's a horse here. I think we can take that guy down. Okay, that's one of the males. I don't really want him following me around, but I don't think I have much choice. There's a fox. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to see a fox in this game the same way again. I mean, they seem like such a weak threat, but if you turn your back on them, they really can... I mean, we just saw that they really can be a serious danger if they catch you at the wrong moment. They're cunning, and if you're not paying enough attention, that can be it. That can be the end. There's another one. They're everywhere, too. They're so abundant. They're not really a danger in Wolf Quest, which is kind of nice, but here in Untamed and in Shelter 2, they definitely are a big danger, and it makes things quite difficult. It really does. Alright, what did I see? There's a lot. Why are there so many enemies? Are they all alligators? I see one right there. There's one that we killed right there. Okay, this guy's coming for us. I don't know if any of the hunters are left either. I think we took out the hunters. And, I don't think any of them survived that. What's going on here? Oh, I hear hunting dogs, though. I don't really know. We probably gotta address that. I mean, at this point, we're still... Obviously, with what happened, there's obviously great threats still in this territory. Wait a minute, what? There is another hunter somewhere? Oh, where? Over here? Is this the hunter? This is the hunter. Okay. Alright, we gotta chase this guy down. But obviously, if there's this many threats still in this territory, we are stuck in the water. I heard another hunter. Alright, there's this guy. Oh, here. Okay, we gotta take this guy out. We gotta try and take all these guys out, too. But obviously, if there's this many threats still in Kira's territory, then we've got to deal with them, and we got to do that before we have the potential of having any future cubs. And so that's kind of what this represents, is us trying to secure the territory against this happening again. I mean, obviously, gameplay-wise, doesn't really matter in the long run, but it makes sense from a story perspective, and it does give us a slight buffer against automatic failure. It gives us a little bit of a second chance, because if in the course of defending our territory something were to happen and we'd have to reload a save, then, well, I mean, that would change things. So it's kind of just a little bit of extra story that kind of, it serves as a midway point, I guess. Man, though, I can't believe things went downhill that fast. I mean, we made it through so much of the first season, and I mean, we did make it through the first season. Kira survived, but evidently she just wasn't quite equipped to handle the dangers. Oh, that's a wolf, okay. Evidently she just wasn't quite equipped to handle the dangers she was about to face, and she wasn't really ready to deal with what might come her way. Alright, there's another wolf here. Obviously we can't have wolves around if we are going to try and raise another family here at some point. Is this another one? This is a bear. Alright. Oh. Look at that. He's not even damaging us, though. That's the crazy part about this. And this is on easy mode, you guys. A lot of you guys have said you don't want me to switch off easy mode, and we're not going to do it yet, obviously. But at some point we probably will try to, but we need to show, first of all, that we can actually make it through the game without a disaster like this happening. Our threshold for switching to the next difficulty is going to be when we make it with all 3 cubs alive, and we can make it through the entire litter without anything disastrous happening. So, with that in mind, we're obviously not there yet. And our clock is ticking even now. We have to try and see if we can secure our territory in time, or if we're going to have to wait for the next season to find out what becomes of Kira's legacy. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments, because I think at some point we should put a cap on how many generations we can have with each cougar. Obviously, each litter will span its own season, just because this game takes so long to play through. So with that in mind, regardless of, even if we have more than, even if we play through more than one litter and have more than one survivor, that'll just give you the option to vote on heirs. And, so, even if we have more than one survivor, where did that wolf go? He kind of just disappeared, didn't he? No, he's right up here. He just, okay. Oh, he's coming this way. Oh no, that was a fox. Okay, we got him. But, I still hear him. I don't actually, oh, I don't know what's going on here now. But, basically, even if we play through multiple litters with one cougar, at some point we should put a cap on it, and I'm thinking that'll probably be 3 or 4, so if in that time we're not able to succeed, we'll either have to start over with a completely new legacy, or in the event that this happens in a future generation when we do have other heirs to choose from, we can go back in time and either play with a sibling or even with a parent if we haven't exceeded that cap. Does that sound like a good system to you guys? And if so, how many litters do you think each cougar should be allowed to have before they're considered eliminated from the legacy, just due to being too old to be able to successfully care for another litter of cubs? What do you think we should do in that situation? I'm not going to put a poll up, I'm just going to ask for you guys' comments on everything and see what you guys think about this all. We're kind of just fighting everything at this point. Wow, there are so many horses here all of a sudden. Oh, and I hear a wolf again. I think, yeah, there's the wolf over there. He's howling. We're going to take this guy out and make sure our territory is secure. And unfortunately, it looks like our time has indeed run out. And so this is final, you guys. This is it. This is the end. And this will mean the end of the season. So next season we'll be back presumably with Kira again, and we'll have the option. Why is he running away? Oh my goodness. But next season we'll be continuing with Kira again. We'll try one more time at least, and you guys will have the option to kind of decide on how many additional, you guys will have the ability to tell me kind of how many litters you think each cougar should be allowed to have before they are disqualified from the legacy. Obviously Kira's not there yet, but maybe you guys will decide it's 2, maybe 3. I really don't want it to go higher than 4 because I don't think that's going to, I think that would prolong it too much. But in any case, you guys can kind of give me your input on that and decide what you'd like to see next. Nope, I don't want to deal with you right now. And next time, I guess we'll kind of try again and see if Kira may have more success the second time around. So thank you guys so much for watching. I mean, it's kind of a bitter end to what seemed like a really great start, but Kira will have another chance, and she'll be back in a future season to try and see if we can have her successfully raise a litter of cubs again and be able to go on and continue her legacy. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.